Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depend on where you're watching me from. My name is Queen UK. So today we are making typical Spanish rice. By name paella, the name is paella. That's what we are making today. So first of all, I want to show you the ingredients we are using for the food. Right here we have onions, then we have our bell pepper, we have chicken, we have pots, then this seafood, they call it pot. I don't know the English name. That's the white one in the plate. They call it potter here. I don't know the English name. Then we have this other one they call mayonnaise. Anyway, let me go and check the name. Let me check the name. I'll put it up there for you to see. I'll put it there for you to see. Mayonnaise is another seafood too. Then we have onions, we have chicken, we have prawn, and we have oregano, pepper, salt. We have garlic. We have we also have powdered garlic. We have the main garlic, and we have the fresh one and the powdered one, and other ingredients. Okay, so right now I'm cutting the pepper. Cut it into tiny pieces. Cut it very well, as if you're making fried. You know how you cut your pepper when you're making fried rice? So that's the way you cut it. You can see. So that's where you cut the pepper. Cut the pepper. Then when you're done, you cut your onions. Cut your onions. After cutting your onions, it's also the same way you cut the pepper. You cut your onions the same way. Then the potter, the seafood, the white one there that they call potter here. I don't know the English name, but they call it potter here. I'll put it up there. I'll browse the English name and put it up there. They call it potter here. So you cut it so that it can cook. It can be able to cook easily, because if you don't cut it, it takes time to cook. Okay, this is the cilantro. They are the ingredients we are using. Then this is the sweet pepper. Then this other one is the garlic powder, the powder one that we are using. Then this is oregano. All these things are what you are going to use to prepare the food. Right now, done cutting the pepper and the onions. Now it's time to fry. You put it in the pot. Yeah, you see this kind of pot is the type of pot they use. This pot that looks like fry pan is a pot though, but it looks like fry pan. We don't use the other normal pots because the rice, this is the kind of pot they use. You don't use the other normal pot that we use to cook. That's the kind of pot that we use. So right here we are using red pepper and red bell pepper and green bell pepper. But if you like, you can also add different types of pepper. You can also add yellow bell pepper and all that, you know. But right now we are using red bell pepper and green bell pepper to cook the food. So you put in the pot, you add your oil. We are using olive oil. Then you add the pepper, the onions, and the garlic. You start to fry. You stir. There is one secret about this food. You have to stir. You make sure that you fry the onions and the bell pepper. You make sure that you fry it you make sure that it dries. You make sure that it dry. You don't let it burn. You make sure that it dry. Continue to stir, fry. It takes time though. It takes patience also. So you continue to fry. Right now we are cutting the chicken. You cut the chicken into tiny pieces like the way that is being done in the video there. You cut it into tiny pieces. You cut the chicken. Meanwhile, the pepper and the bell pepper and the onions we are still frying it. The other and this in fire, we are still frying it. So right, this is the way you cut your pepper. You cut your chicken in this format. You cut it this way. So when you're done cutting it, you add it to the you're going to add it to the onions and the pepper that you're frying. You add the chicken there. Also, there is no need steaming the chicken. There is no need. You just add it to this onion and the pepper that you're frying, you know. Meanwhile, before this, we have already boiled our prawn, fresh one, oporo. That's the Igbo name, oporo. So we have already boiled it and removed the back. We have already boiled it and removed the back. Remember, the water that you used to boil it, you will not throw it away. That is what you're going to use to prepare the rice. When you're done boiling, just remove the prawn and set the water aside. Leave it there. Then remove the back of the prawn and keep aside also. So when you are done cutting the chicken, you add the chicken to the pepper and the onions that is frying. Remember, you have to fry the pepper and the onions very well. Very, very well. You make sure it dries. Dry. Fry. That's one secret about this. Now the chicken is being added. You can see it's being added. So it's cooking right now. Okay, this is the look. See the way it look. Very delicious, very yummy, enticing. So now we are adding the garlic. The garlic is being added. Then the fresh garlic first, then you add the powdered garlic. If you taste this food you go know say this food is very, very, very delicious. I'm going to cook it again. It's very delicious, seriously. So right now we are adding the other ingredient, the cilantro, oregano. You add. If you also have time, you can add it on top. Then this is the sweet pepper. You add it. Add the sweet pepper to it. You stir. Stir. So continue to stir it. Continue to stir. Stir everything together. Then here you have our tomato. Remember, we are not using plenty tomato, it's just 2, because we don't want the tomato to be much. And also here you have to peel the back of the tomato. Remove the back. Right here we use grater to grate it. Grate the tomato that we are adding to the food. Just two pieces of tomato, because we don't want it to be too much in the food. So we are grating the tomato. The back, we'll remove the back and throw the back away because we don't need it. We don't need the back, you see. We throw it away. Throw it away. Then grate the tomato, grate it, and then add it to the mixture, to the mixture we are already cooking, we are already frying. You add it to it, add the tomato to it. Right now, you see how it looks, very delicious. So you add it to the one we have in the pot. Add the tomato to it. Okay. Okay, you stir. So when you're cooking paella, you need this azafran. Without this azafran, this one that I showed you now, there is no paella. You need it. You need the azafran. Right now, this stock that is being added is the one we used to boil the prawn. Remember, I told you don't have to throw it away. That is the one that is being added right now. The stock gotten from the prawn, that's the one we added. Right now, the azafran, the main ingredient for the paella. This one is not curry. This one is not this is not curry. It's azafran. This one is specially made for paella, you know. So right now, you add your salt. You can now